Welcome back to Gold Rush, the game on console for episode 2 with me, MrSealyp. As you can see, I'm back here on Gold Rush, the game. My first impressions video obviously did the trick on me because I do want to play it some more. How many videos I'm going to do, I don't know. I do want to definitely play it some more. There are some things I'm probably going to change, but I may go back out and have a think about. If I go into the main menu, we go R2 to settings and game. Head bobbing, I'm leaving autosave. Everything costs $1. I'm going to disable because I want to play it now. The first impressions video was have a look, be able to unlock some stuff, buy some stuff, but I want to play it properly now in that kind of way. As we go down, Gold Nugget I'm leaving enabled just as a little bit of a boost. If I find it's becoming too easy, I might disable that. Prompts I'm going to keep on for the time being. Digging help, I've been reliably informed that puts a little marker when you're using the diggers and excavators, those kind of things, to see where you're going to dig, where you're going to unload. Now, machine failures and pressure system. The pressure system, after reading a little bit about that, is with regard to water pumps and water from the rivers and stuff like that, electrical systems. If you overload the systems, if you try and take too much water, it can shut everything down. I think I might go with machine failures enabled because I'm curious to see what will need repairing as I play through. The rest of the stuff I think I'm going to leave. Easy wash plant placing I'm going to leave as well, but again I might come back and change that at a later date. This is kind of what I said right at the outset. Now, as far as the nuggets thing went, thank you for all the comments from everyone that said I misread it, and in doing my first impressions, there was so much information and so many things I was trying to get my head around and do. That gold nugget thing that I read was if I took the first one, you would find more. If you disabled it and didn't take it, you wouldn't find any more after that. I read it the other way around, so apologies for that. We've got $4,616. We have got the basic wash system. I'm going to open this up and we're going to go across to our journal. Now, we did all of tier 1. We're going to go across here because what we're up to now is number 15. Tier 1 extensions. So at this point, I can extend. Depending on how much this costs, I need a hog pan with pump, which I think means I can sell the other one. Not sure about that. Small water pump, fat water hose, thin water hose, 2 more mats, water filter, and a hog pan sluice box extension. So I can have 4 mats rather than 2 running. I'm going to be coming back in and checking this quite a lot. So I need to find the filter. Now again, you can have a look in your the video section to find various different things. We want a fat hose and a thin hose, don't we? So let's go with, that's still saying costs $1 because I didn't apply them. Is that right? That's why. So let's see now. Okay, that's odd. Right, there we go. Now it's sorted. So $33 for a fat water hose rather than $1. We want a thin one. $29. I can see money disappearing incredibly quickly. We need a little water filter. Now, what pump? Small electric water pump, small diesel. Sluice box core, sluice box extension. $84. Good grief. Okay, let's add that in. Because I really am curious now to see hog pan, no pump, hog pan pump. So outrageous. Let's get one of those. 2 more mats at $21 each. Maybe I'm going to regret not leaving it on $1 for everything. And so we need a filter. Where are the little water filters? Need that for the end of, I think, the fat hose. We're not onto magnetite separators yet. Is it along here somewhere? I may have to check the video. Buckets. Oh, that's interesting. The other thing as well, I want to... Oh, is it in spare parts? Oh. Was that when I said about the fact it keeps doing the loading screen, I was reliably informed as well. That happens on PC as well. Oh, there we go, water filter. So we've got more stuff out here, spare pipes, filters for when things break. Let's add that. And the last thing was that, it's interesting, so we've got tyres and all sorts out here. Yeah, so it does that on PC as well. It's not just a console thing. It's one of those things, unfortunately, with the game you just kind of have to get used to. Let's go back into here. Small water pump. I think we've got everything else. I wonder how much that's going to cost. Small electric water pump. Small diesel water pump. We'll go with the diesel one. That's what it showed, didn't it? Didn't say just small water pump. We'll go with that. Okay. Let's add. And then I'm going to spend a bit of time making a load at $566. We've got enough money. We can afford that. Now, I don't want any of this stuff falling out on my way back. That's kind of the plan. We'll see how we get on. It's all here. Something's going to fall out. We are going to need to refuel that. So we'll pop past the fuel station. I think I'm going to need to get some more jerry cans at some point as well. Right. I wasn't overly enamoured with picking these things up. I think they're a little bit too close. And even like opening the menu, there's not really anything you can do about that. You move forward, backwards, actions, all the stuff as we go down. Then you've got, yeah, rotate objects, L3 and right stick. So you've got that, but there's no rotation. You can't rotate away from you. So there's not really a lot you can do about that. But, so we can put that in the back of the pickup. Okay. We'll take, I assume we have to take the other hog pan out, the one without the pump. And again, I haven't tried yet, but I guess we'll be able to bring it back, will we? I would like to think so. So as this is kind of a new series, a new foray, and thank you everyone that commented to say, yeah, I'd love to see that. You know, it's something a bit different to FS19, which is what I usually do, and it'd be interesting to see what you do. And I think if I'm going to kind of play it the same as it was with SnowRunner, I guess, if I'm going to play it anyway, kind of off camera, why not record it and show what I'm doing, you know? That kind of makes sense. What am I going to lose? It's going to be something small, isn't it? Like the filter or something like that. More mats. Now there's a kind of, like I mentioned in the first impressions, you have to gradually build up doing something like this. I think whilst it would be great to just, you know, be able to go straight for, let's get excavators and that kind of stuff, there is an element of kind of gradually working your way up. If you haven't watched the first episode, which I'm going to put down as the first episode because I did do some work, I did prep some stuff. But the other point I made on there was that I really like the fact Oh, hang on. What did I just do? There we go. Was you do have that ability to switch a lot of stuff on and off. You can really pick and choose what you do with it. So if you do want to leave it on $1 and work your way up, you absolutely can go to the machinery store. And this is your kind of spares parts store. You can go to the machinery store and you can go and buy yourself an excavator for $1. So there's absolutely no reason at all why you can't very quickly have a load of big machinery and equipment and just crack straight on with some big stuff. That's a good idea from the game developers, that you know you're not tied down to only being able to do it one way. Blacksmith is that way. I want the fuel station. I've got to learn this map. I'm sure it's right the way along here, isn't it? Hang on. Yeah, directly ahead of me, isn't it? I did find a story piece again. Thank you to the people that commented about that. You just have to go to where they are and pick things up, and you get I think instead of $1, you get $1 off various different things, fuel and things like that. And that's the other reason why in the first episode as well, when I was doing this and I was refueling, I didn't get charged. I didn't get charged for fuel because I think I had it on the $1 thing, and because it was on kind of early setting, it didn't charge me for fuel, which is lovely, but it does explain that. Oh, I've come right up against the pumps, haven't I? I've only done it this way round because I need to get to the little generator. Put that there. Let's fill that up. There we go. So now I've got a price. In the last video, there was nothing. It came up with zeros. So I think changing those settings makes it, you know, more realistic gameplay. And as I said in that was just for that episode. And was if I did decide to do a story, not a storyline as such, but just play it. I mean, it's gameplay in essence. I'm used to on Farming Simulator because it's, you do let's plays and you can do a kind of a storyline driven one or just play the game. This is more just about playing the game. You know, the storyline is I'm doing this. You know, I'm trying to pan for gold, make money, and work my way up to become rich and famous within the gold rush community. I hope. So let's head out. I'm going to check the caravan. I didn't do that, and I said I was going to, didn't I? Because I was curious about where am I going. I have no idea where I'm going. I've just got myself completely lost, haven't I? Do I turn too early? Yeah, I think I'll go along here then take a left. I think the caravan you can use for speeding up time. So we can skip through to the day. Oh, okay, where am I going? I'm going on a bit of a magical mystery tour around the local area. I do like the fact as well there's the weather situation with this, because you've got a diff lock on this on the pickup too, which I assume if you've got snow and bad weather and stuff you're actually going to need that. So I'd rather not be doing this in the dark all the time, so what I need to do is work out fairly quickly how to skip forward, and then we can try and do as much of the stuff we're doing in daylight. Apologies if the loading screen's annoying you. I think it's one of those situations that I did think about when I was thinking about whether or not to do a series on this. I could just go in every time that happens and edit all those out, but if it happens a lot, that's a, yeah. And sometimes it's only for a few seconds at a time. I want to get all this set up. I want to get it all set up and let's get a proper production line going. So in theory, if the pump's running, water's going through the sluice system, 4 mats in there, all I've got to do is just shovel dirt in. I don't have to worry anymore about buckets backwards and forwards. that's the next evolution forward on our tier 1. I did clean the mats and put them back. As far as putting all this stuff in, it's going to be interesting, isn't it? I'm not quite sure what pipes are going to attach to what things, and that's another thing. As we move through the game and we play more and more, going to buy electrical cables and normal cables and the various different hose lengths. Handbrake on, engine off, lights off. Let's hop out. Got that on. Let's go and check the caravan because I'm curious. Use sleep. Yes, sleep till dawn. Is that it? Oh, so you get a summary as well. Worker salary, earned gold, processed pay dirt. Okay, so we're at dawn. Looks like it. Still got my torch on, just in case. So what we'll do is we'll grab that. Oh, put that back. I don't know where this has got to go. Let's just, oh, I don't know. Pop it there for a minute. So we've got inlets and outlets and all sorts of exciting stuff. I'm assuming there's an on-off button and that kind of thing. Let's grab the fat water hose. I assume that's what's going to have the filter on the end of it. So somewhere to attach that. So do you have an in and out here? If I grab the wrong thing, I really don't know at this point. Let's plug it in that one for the time being. Just leave it there. That's what we can do. Let's take the hog pan off while we're here. So that, I'm assuming, like I say, we might be able to sell that back. So we'll put that to one side. Fingers crossed. Let's grab that one. Put that on. Oh, where did that just go? Okay, now, what hose? That's going to be a small hose connected to the back of there, and that's going to go onto, what am I stuck on? That's going to go onto one of those on there, yeah, so that's out in. Oh right, I put it on the wrong one, so that's out. That's weird. So what do I need the thin one for? There's a little bit of guesswork at the moment. Although, actually, you know what I didn't do, which I suppose I should have done. Let's check in here again. Go across the page. Installation process. That would have been a good idea. Hog pan sluice box extension. Small water pump extension. Then remember to refuel the water pump. So filter, fat hose to pump to thin hose. I assume the thin hose attaches onto the hog pan. We'll do the sluice extension in a moment. let's attach that to there. And we grab that. Put that into... Do we just put in the water? Upstream, do we? I'm assuming that will need cleaning every now and again, or taking, or getting a new one, or... Ah, dear. Your guess is as good as mine. That log's annoying me. Should have parted to a different angle. Right, let's pick that up. Now. Yeah. And that goes to... Now I don't know. Guess that's right. And then that goes into... there. Only time will tell. And that's what I'm really enjoying. It's that kind of, you know what? I'm not quite sure. It's a bit of trial and error. It's interesting to see. Let's move that so I can see. That goes on there. Nice. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Okay. Obviously, oh, I'm going to need the buckets as well anyway, aren't I? Because I've got to, once those mats are full, I need to wash them out. So I might need a couple of buckets out here as well. We'll get to that in a minute though. 2 mats. 2 new mats. Oh, that log. So in speeding up this process, we should now have twice as much because we've got 4 mats rather than 2. We should also pick that. Speed up the process because we're having to use the bucket for water. And it'll just be need to be a bit of a shovelly Joe. Right. Yes. How do I turn this on? We're working. We've got our 4 mats. It's using fuel already. So what I need to do then is do that. Shovel. Triangle. Get a bit closer. Now, because I've got the nugget thing left on, I may well find some more nuggets as I'm going along. Again, I may turn it off at some point. There you go, I've just found a nugget. Oh, that was rubbish. No. So why am I not moving? Why am I not shoveling? What am I stuck on? Did I fall down my own hole? That's not letting me. There's a rubbish shovelful. Right. So this is the point, like I said, where it's probably not a bad idea. Let's step back and have a look. Yeah, that fuel's going to run out really quick. So where our mats, all 4 are at 3%. I need those to be 100% full. So I'm going to keep shoveling until they hit 100%. I then need to wash those off, take the buckets around and do the same thing again, sluice with the pan, and we'll see how much we end up with. This is going to take a while. So this is the bit that I'm going to see you in a little while. Let's see how much we make this time with our tier 1 extension. I don't think there's any way to adjust the actual time. I know you can skip through time at the Caravan. As you can see, it's much lighter, which is lovely. It's 12:13, and my mats are all full, 100%. That worked an absolute charm. There's a power button for starting it. You saw me start it. But if I crouch down, the stop button appears just there for turning it off. We've used half the fuel to fill those mats, and we've got quite a big hole there. But like I said, this next step forwards, considering I was doing it a bucket at a time, so I'd fill up the tub here, the hog pan, then bucket, backwards and forwards. To have the water running just to be able to stand there and shovel, yes, there's still a bit of monotony to it, to the shoveling, but you've already removed one aspect. So what I need to do now is, let's take one of those out. I'm going to put 2 in each. I don't know if it will give you, if it gives you like a limit and it tells you can't put any more in. I don't know. I'm just very conscious of the fact I don't want to lose any product. But like I said, I'm not too sure how many you can dunk into one bucket. Whether it will let you or whether it will tell you've kind of reached a maximum. I'll try in that first bucket. As you can see as well, 301.875 grams of gold already, and that was from nuggets. It's letting me. Maybe we'll do it in one bucket then. So that was just from nuggets while I was digging. Now, like I said, you didn't have to. You can turn those off and not get any more. But I suppose at the end of the day, when you are digging, yes, you're going to put stuff through the sluice to get the smaller bits, but you might find the odd large bit knocking around. And I was watching, is it Simon Reeve? I think it was Simon Reeve, and he was in Australia, and he went to a place that for people just out gold mining. They reckon certain parts which are really hard to get to, because Australia being such a big country, being incredibly hot, quite remote areas, there are just like lumps of gold the size of your fist just sitting out on the ground. Some places, yeah, you'd have to prospect and mine from, but people just make a living doing that, you know. It's quite incredible. So how much are we going to make this time? So I guess the next step after we've done this, we'll check our journal. I assume we move on to tier 2 now, because there's not enough room to put another sluice in there. It doesn't show anywhere you can put another sluice in. I haven't even looked at the hiring worker thing yet either, because apparently you can do that, can't you? Let's put some in there. Put that to one side and don't drop it on the floor this time, and that would be rather good. Grab the pan. You didn't see me do this the other day. It's quite exciting, really. So what was it? L2, R2 to get a bit of water in. Pan up. Swirl it around. We should start getting our gold. Whoa, that's a lot of gold. Oh, that's amazing. Like I said in the last episode, how satisfying is that? Now, I know you should sort of tip a bit of water out, tip a bit of stuff out. I'm too scared to lose any stuff by doing that. Press L3 and we go to our collection. Once I've collected all the gold out of it, I will then... Now, bear in mind, this is from 4 mats. That's probably why there's so much, actually. And it is that kind of this attention to detail that's going to really appeal to some people. Me being one of them. And it's also, as I've always found with Farming Simulator, and if you're new to my channel because off the back of watching the first Gold Rush episode, what I do is Farming Simulator. And the reason I always started off doing that was because I found it really relaxing. I'd finish work, come in, put it on. This is the same. There's something incredibly relaxing about... I need to tip it. How do I tip it? Mine's gone blank. Oh, there we go. Tip all that out. And then we go... My mind's gone blank. Hang on. Let's open the menu. Exit panning mode. There we go. Right, so back to the table. Pop that back down. Grab the buckets. I'm assuming I'm only going to get 2 tips out of each thing, but you just get more gold each time, I assume. Bit more water in that time. Come on, we want lots of gold. Always lots of gold. I think that's as much as we're going to get. So, let's pick it out. Now we're back off to the blacksmith. Get it smelted. Go and sell it. And then we're going to work out, I'm assuming, when we move up to tier 2, it's going to get more expensive. Well, of course it's going to get more expensive for equipment. But I'm hoping... I had a look at the tutorials, and there's some tutorials for machinery and setting up the big sluice systems, because each of the areas you can... What is that let me pick up? Please. Each of the 4 areas has its own challenges, and it has a small area for hog panning, and it has a large area for using machinery and equipment. I'm hoping there's a kind of in-between stage. Oh no, what did I just do? Yeah, I'm hoping there's an in-between stage, so you don't just go straight to massive machinery. There's kind of something in between. So maybe a slightly more automated setup for putting the earth in, like for doing this as well. I know there are shakers and various different things like that. Oh, there's another one there. Nearly missed that. Don't roll back around. There we go, come on. I think that's all we're going to get out of that one. Okay, exit. Let's see if we can get him right that bucket. I think it might only be 2 for each one, but let's check anyway. Oh! Oh yes. Right, again, I'll probably see you in a minute, because obviously I thought it was gold already there. This may be getting a bit monotonous to have to watch, but I'm loving it. I am loving it. Just buying those extra bits of kit really ramps up what you can do. Whoa, look at the gold in there. And so, at 258, we got 4 and a bit, nearly 5 empties of the bucket. And we've got 367.331 grams. I'm off to the blacksmith before it gets dark again. And let's see what we get for this amount. And then we'll have a look at the journal, see what we need for the next tier, and work out what we're going to do next. I do need to look into the situation with regard to hiring workers, because I know you get the kind of daily thing of what has been paid out. Because if we could have someone running that sluice, they could be making money for us while we're doing other things. Maybe you do that at the bank. Is that how we hire people? I can't remember. I say I can't remember, I'm not sure if I've come across it yet. I've picked up a second story bit, I will go around and do more of those. That's too bad with the loading. You were just going to do it again now, isn't it? It does it here every single time. I wonder if you can upgrade your pickup at any point. Like buy a new one, or I also think there were some trailers knocking about as well. I think that might not be a bad idea when you've got a load of stuff to deliver, whether you can just get a new trailer and put it at the back. I know you can get trailed bits of machinery that go on the back, but if you can buy a trailer, that might be quite handy. I just can't wait till I can go and get some big boys toys. Get something massive. Be absolutely cool. So there'll be a delay, as there was yesterday when I did this. Actually, I say yesterday. Depends when this is posted. This may not post till Saturday now. I'm just trying to think. So when I've given it to the blacksmith, there's a bit of a delay, not too long. And I want to get to the point where we've got the magnetite thing as well, the separator, because that's supposed to bring you extra income as well. Let's put the light on, go to here, at the blacksmiths. Do you want to do it all? Yes, we do. Thank you very much. Smelt the gold. Now I'm assuming, yeah, 36.73 grams loss, gold losses. Are they gold losses? I think because there's a lot there. It's actually, I didn't notice this the other day. Cost as well. Wow, okay. Time, 15 minutes. So maybe there will be a bit of a gap. Right, smelt the gold. It will take some time. So, while we're waiting, let's just check the old journal. So we've done everything on tier 1 up to instruction 16. Tier 2, go to the equipment store, buy mobile wash plant, water pump small, mobile generator, cables, hoses, 3 buckets, and magnetite separator. I was just saying about that. What next? Go to the machine store, buy small... What? That's a bit of a leap, isn't it? Buy small excavator. How much are you going to make from doing this? Right, so what might have to happen? We'll go and check it out. We'll go and see what these things cost. Because what I think I'm going to have to do is go back and literally do a rinse repeat. We're going to have to do a rinse repeat on what we've just done. Do that a couple of times over, a few times over. It depends what I get for the gold. So I think what we'll do, I don't want to drive all over there and then find... Can I walk? Might actually be quicker to... how much is a small excavator? Weather's a bit grim, isn't it? Probably would have been quicker to drive, but... We drove past the equipment store, but we were going at a fair pace. Yeah, it's all over there, isn't it? You do get caught up on stuff quite a lot when you're walking. Jump the fence. Can I jump the fence or not? It won't let me. Come on, seriously. Got to walk all the way around. Yeah, apparently so. Loading. Ooh. How much is a small digger? I want a bulldozer. Oh, shiny gold bars ready. How much is this? 13 grand. Yeah, so when it says, yeah, just go and buy this, go and buy that, mobile wash plant, go and get some more buckets, and then go and drop 13 grand on a new excavator. The other thing I want to do is unlock some of these fast travel points, because I think that might be easier. If there's one over where we're doing our excavating, our mining, and there's one over here by the blacksmiths. I think I might have done one. Did I do one over at the blacksmiths when everything was $1? I might have done that off camera, actually. And then you can go straight from there to here without having to drive backwards and forwards each time. That will make life a little bit easier. Oh, please tell me we're going to make an absolute mint on this. But I have got a funny feeling we are going to have to. It will be a rinse repeat cycle, won't it? So we do have to click on use, exit. We have our gold bar. But what is the gold bar worth? I've got to be careful here because I only lost this doing this the other day. Jump up. No, jump. Crouch, drop. Now, as I recall, I didn't actually need it when I got to the bank. Now, if I do have to go through a rinse repeat cycle, we'll see what happens. That I will do off camera. So what will happen is the next episode will be us hopefully getting some more gear and then getting ourselves an excavator. And we can step this up a gear. While we're at the bank, we'll have a check out the menu and see about this worker situation. What time is it? Just gone 4 o'clock. The days whiz by so fast. I'm really curious to see what happens as well with regard to the weather. Obviously we're heading towards summer now, but winter's going to be an interesting one. The problem is as well for recording, it does put you in that position where it does, a lot of the time, it gets dark very quickly. Engine off. Let's hop out. And let's see what this says, shall we? Do I need to have the gold bar with me? Parcels, loans, stock, sell gold bars. I thought I owned Old Arnold Parcel. I bought that, didn't I? Yeah. What's that worth? 600 grand. Well worth buying for $1 then, isn't it? Right, sell gold. 14,226. Get in. That's still not going to be enough to buy everything though, is it? But let's sell it. Yes, please. Let's go across then. Stock, loans. No, I do not want to take out a loan. Thank you. And we've got the parcels. How do I... Maybe that's something you do later on. Just trying to think. Does it say anything about workers? No, that's all the hoses and stuff. That's all the different videos for all of those things. Accessories. Oh, hang on. What happened there? Bank, loans, parcels, gold ore, magnetite smelting, upgrades, important buildings, electricity, equipment store, gameplay settings, gameplay systems. Oh, tablet. Didn't even know that was there. Oh, that's worth. We'll have to have a look at that. Can you buy directly then? Yeah, online shopping site. Other machinery, magnetite. Oh, maybe I can sell that thing from there. Seasons. Oh, spare parts, tools, trailers. Oh, there are trailers. Excellent. We might get one of those. Vehicles, wash plants, water, workers. Right, do that from our tablet. So we can hire people. Looks like some absolute jokers in there. Okay, right. Well, what we'll do is, I think, start the next episode. I will do some more work off screen, so to speak, and we will look at the tablet because I'm curious about that. We'll look at the worker situation, where we stand with regard to hiring workers to help us out. I may well look at a trailer. Actually, do I need to go and get fuel? No, we're right at the moment, I think. Which way do I need to go? This way. But that's not bad for a day's work. So doing the tier 1 extension, getting the stuff and kind of going a bit more sort of semi-automated. we have made a big chunk of money in this episode. We're up to $16,980, and that's where I'm going to leave it. Next episode then, let's see what we do with tier 2. I want to go digger. I know I'll get in trouble, excavator or crawler or tracked excavator. I know they're often referred to as 360s and all sorts of stuff. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. I certainly am, it's brilliant. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.